Howdy-ho, Andrew here. Welcome to the Onion Buns and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Oilers. One thing I want to talk about though, I just heard it on the radio today as I was coming in, and Stauffer was talking to Frank Saravelli. And now you got to understand, Stauffer works for the Oilers. So of course, Stauffer is looking to make excuses for the Oilers. He always has. You know, he loves to blame the goalies. He loves to blame Nurse, and he loves to make excuses for everything else. And that's what he was doing. And it was kind of funny because Saravelli was having nothing of it. You know, Stauffer's like, oh, well, you know, like they went to the Stanley Cup finals twice, you know, and they had this big long road trip. So, you know, like those are reasons for not playing well. And then the goaltending, you know, and Saravelli was having none of this. He's like, no, other teams have gone through this. Other teams have big road trips. You know, and look at Colorado, they're top of the league and they're only a couple games shy of us on the road trip already. So, you know, and so, well, they didn't go to the Stanley Cup finals. Enough with the excuses. Stop living in the past. We need this team to focus on the present and what they can do in the present. Enough of living in the past. They had a break over the summer. Yeah, they went to the Stanley Cup finals, but they did get over a month break. That's enough. Maybe not for injuries to heal up, because we had a few players that had to still remain on injury, like Hyman, but he's back now. But for everyone, all the other players that weren't injured, that's enough time to recover, you know, get a breather, everything. So enough with the excuses. These guys are paid very well, extremely well. Even the bottom players of the team are making money that we all would kill for. You know, like, I'm never going to see $800,000 a year in my lifetime, and that's the league minimum. So they're paid very well to come prepared. So enough with the excuses. Let's live in the present and just ask them to be the professionals that we know they are. We have one of the most skilled teams in the league. We need them to understand they are that skilled team, and they just need to show up. And they did in the last two games, and I'm thrilled. Those last two games were a joy to watch. We lost one, we won one, but they were a joy to watch because we got a full team effort. And that's all it is. Give us the effort on a nightly basis. That really shouldn't be unreasonable to ask for of any professional sport team, not just the Oilers, but any professional sport team. Asking these guys to show up and give us 100% effort when they play is not some hardship or unreasonable demand. And that's what I saw in the last two games. And that's what I want to see for the rest of the season.